Welcome everyone. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Happy weekend. We are back today with a new video, new stream. You might be watching this afterwards in the video of the day or on YouTube after I release it. And if you are, what we're looking at today is Forcing Chess Moves by, I don't remember his name unfortunately, but it's a Chessable course for helping you learn how to have forcing chess moves in your chess games. So I'd like to preface this by saying if you want to follow along, you can. If you just want to watch, that's great. You can offer input, and I'm probably not going to be responding to chat as much. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. If I see it, I'll try to. I'll do my best. But if you want to follow along and you want to do this course with me, we're going to do it together. And if you do get to a point where we're reading the introduction, which is this part right here, as you can see, I'm going to read through that. If you want to read through it with me, pause the video, and then we'll try to figure out the solution together. That'd be great. I will go over the solution after we go through the course. But that's how you can follow me along in this video if you're watching it in a playback later, or if you're watching on stream. Some of you guys will watch on stream and you'll see the things come up. But all right, let's get started and see how it goes. Let's begin. Forcing Chess Moves, Episode 2. All right, Anand and Adams, London 2012. The White King Haven seems solid, but the computer eyes spot the hidden vulnerability. Again, if you're watching this back, please pause the video now, and I will try to figure it out and get started after you're ready. Okay, let's take a look. Forcing chess moves. Afternoon, Magnus. Hello, everyone. Welcome, everyone that's coming. It's good to see you all. My first instinct is to play rook to f2, but I'm not so sure. Oh, actually, is it here? No, that's incorrect. Okay, so the first move is queen to d1. Why? Don't quite understand. Now do we blow them up? Yes, because we can do this. No, that's not that's incorrect as well. Oh, okay, so these are getting harder. Okay, why? Let's take a look. Afternoon. For where are you from? I am from Wisconsin in the United States, and for me, you said it's midnight right now. It is 6:45 p.m. for me. Let's take a look as to why. Okay. Bishop to h3 check. Oh, I see. So here's the move. So he's going to take it. He's forced, because if he takes, we have checkmate here. If he just moves here, we have this followed by this and then this. Okay. All right. That's a difficult one. Very good. All right. Again, if you've seen this, please pause the video and we'll take a look and see what it's at. Anand and Khurana by Kanze 2013. The Queen of Rook battery on the 8th presents so much firepower that even a well-sheltered king is endangered, though computers caution us not to assume a win. White to play. Again, if you're watching this back, please pause the video and try to figure it out for yourself. And take as much time as you need. That's the idea. This is on a timer, but we're going to try to figure them out in the allotted time given. If we fail, we fail. It's not a big deal, and we'll figure the problem out after. Okay. First idea is it looks like it's even material. And There's no imbalances. Do we have any unprotected queens being attacked by the bishop? The first move that pops out to me is rook to h8 check. That's a forcing check move, chess move. So let's try that first. Okay. And then do we continue on like so? No, it doesn't like that. The forcing threat, rook takes h6, and he can't take. Interesting. Okay, let's get through this and figure it out. So I think we just do it anyways. No, it still doesn't like it. Oh, because now we can take this piece. The fortress has been taken care of. Okay. Yeah, these are going to get hard because now if we follow through, this is the sequence. And now we're up, we're past pawn, and we're up some material. Okay, interesting. All right, let's go back through that again. This is tough to understand. All right. First move is to check, forcing chess move, right? He can't take it, he's got to move. Queen to g8, this is the weak square. We're trying to attack that. He moves, we're loading up on that, so now we can take it because he can't defend it. If he comes here, we just take, so that's a key square. He moves out, we take the pawn, we're now up a pawn. And now he has to worry about this threat. So he's going to take care of that. And a forcing move, which is check. He moves. And then queen trades. He moves back. And then we get to force another trade and get to cure this pawn down the deal. All right, that's a hard one. 1 a.m. here, won't stay long, but good stream. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get started a little bit earlier if I can so people can join. I know a lot of people that watch might be from Europe, and I know it's late there. So I'm trying to be a little bit better for everybody else. All right. I'm not going to tell you guys to pause every time. If you see a new puzzle and we haven't started working on it, go ahead and pause the video. Just want to make sure you guys know. All right, so this one doesn't give us any information. We get to just start from scratch. Okay, so let's see. So this is checkmate, but this is covered. So is there a way that we can remove the defender? With some sort of forcing action. This looks like a good idea, but what's his follow-up if we move here first? Does he have any checks? He's got this check. We move. We have this covered, so he doesn't have any more checks after that. And then we can take... Oh, but he can just take our rook straight away. So... I'm not sure. I'm kind of stuck. Not sure what to do. Do we come here and then take this? I'm not sure. I'm out of time. I'm out of time. Gotta make a move. Let's try this. No, I didn't like it. Queen to f4. Okay. Removing the defender and doubling up. Okay. We're protecting the rook and we're doubling up on this. All right. So, yep. The check. Yep. Move. And then queen h5. Okay, so queen to f2 is a double exclam. So queen to f4 to save this, because then there's no check. Got it. Okay. All right, that one makes sense. Do we do it anyways? There it is. All right, that's a good puzzle. Let's go back through that again. So we need to protect this square, and we want to try to remove the defender. If he takes, it's checkmate, so he can't take it. So he has to try to find an escape square, which is moving the pawn up, or knight, exactly. So h6, and we do it anyways because it's still checkmate. Pretty good puzzle. All right, next one. When the defender's rook is barricaded in the corner, a back rank rook generates crippling pins, which often immobilize the enemy queenside. This theme informed a winning shot. Okay. I think if we take the rook, if we try this, yeah, and then this, now what? No? Oh, I thought you could just win the piece here by doing that, but oh, he can block. I got it. That works. Okay, yeah, because now we win the rook and we're up in exchange. I see. All right, well, that's good. That's a great puzzle. Let's go back. So the idea being that you want to take with the queen. Okay. Oh, it feels like we just gave up a piece, but we didn't, because we can take that piece. If he takes it, we win the queen. So he has to move. Then we can take it anyways. He has to take back. I thought that this was a decent try, but that's obviously not what works. This works, and then we can win the exchange. So, yeah. Bishop b2 fails because of the check. He blocks, and then we win the piece. Or we can do it this way. It doesn't really matter. All right, next one. Typically a rook plus knight duet. This common mating pattern is rather like a back rank mate turned sideways. Computer eyes string together 400% forcing moves and hit the jackpot. No? Oh, it wants that first. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a good one. We missed the first one, but this is a good line. And this is a good motif to understand. This is why pushing pawns in front of your king is not a good thing. Yeah, exactly. The Anastasia's mate. Scott, thanks for coming. Yeah, we started a little bit earlier, so we get a chance. So check. If he takes, we just take back and continue on, which is fine. He moves, and we sacrifice the queen. I know it's hard to see, really hard to see. But if you take, it opens up the king. You got this whole deal here. Then you can sacrifice another rook because it's forcing check. This square and this square are covered by the knight. So you take, and then this rook has a free rein to come in and deliver checkmate. King has nowhere to go. Boom. The corridor mate, or as Scott mentioned, Anastasia's mate. Been grinding through checkmate patterns on Chessable, and it's a lot of, yeah, I mean, these patterns, this pattern is super common. If you can understand this pattern, you can see it in not only just against the king, but against pieces and trapping things. It's really extremely useful. All right, next one. Computer Eyes found a sneaky in-between check, Chapter 8, to implement the classic corridor mate. Knight on e7, rook on the h file. So I think that this is the move. He takes, check. Yeah, that one's pretty easy. I saw it immediately. So if you didn't pause quick enough, I apologize. But let's go through that again. It's the same theme. You have this open H file. So what do we need to do? We need to get the queen off of protection. And the best way to do that is just to attack it, because then we can attack with check. If he moves the queen, it's just checkmate. So move the rook, check. It's forced mate moves, has to come up, and then you take. Checkmate. King has no squares to go because the knight and the rook. All right, next one. Here's a more complicated and brilliant version. Grandmasterly Computer Eyes found a beautiful quiet forcing move, Chapter 6, making use of the corridor mate idea. So what do we have to do here? I think, oh wow, we've got a lot of stuff going on here. So how forcing is this? We need to remove the rook, because this is here. Do we start by taking? Let's calculate. Take, but they take here, then we can start our pattern, but then they have this. Doesn't work. Oh, this one's harder to see. This one's much harder to see. Okay, so maybe the first step is to put in a check. So we flick that in first. I can't see it. Check. He takes. Check. And we're back in the same position we're in, so that doesn't matter. I feel like the queen take has to be something. We're going to try it. I feel like it's wrong, though. Okay, rook to h7 first. Okay, rook to h7 takes. Oh, because you get the discovery, and then you come here. That's one move. We can do this move too. Wow, that is elaborate. All right, so here's the idea. If we move the rook here and he doesn't take it, queen takes b2 being a deal. We're gonna, yeah, because now it's gonna be checkmate after that. Or it's gonna be very difficult. If he does that, then we're gonna get a checkmate a different way. Wow, that is interesting. All right, let's go back and take a look at the whole thing. So this is tough to see. Oh, it's a free rook. Let's just take it. All right, we take it. And because you get a discovery check, you can move the knight here. Because now you're in check. Knight takes e7, check. King has to move. Okay. Oh, shoot. All right. I apologize. I went to the next lesson. All right. Well, we're starting the next lesson. Sorry. I think you guys got it. If you missed it, go back through the first part of the video. In this unusual example, white executed a stock motif, but further up the board to convert a winning endgame. Pragnananda and Ragnarsson, 2018. So, do we start here? Oh, do it right away. Oh, yeah. Force it. Check and then checkmate. He can't come here. All these are taken care of. All right, let's go back through that one. So, same motif. The king is on this corridor file. So we're going to set up the Anastasia's mate like this. So now he can't come to any of these squares. So if we can get him here, he's stuck. Idea being check. He takes. Now there is a way out of this. He should probably step back and then just lose the pawn. But that's probably losing anyways. So, yeah, because here, king, yeah, it's bad. You're going to lose anyways. Because then he's going to come here and then come here. There, and then checkmate. So it doesn't really matter. Either way, you're stuck. Okay, next one. We turn now to stock mating ideas involving a pair of rooks attacking on the 7th and 8th ranks. The legendary American attacker had prepared this defense. And the defense is rook takes f7, question mark, queen takes f1. Check, exclamation point. Queen takes f1, rook takes f7. But down reigned the stock double rook blow. Okay, so I think we can just still do it, right? Okay. If we go this way, no, it wants check first. He has to stop, and then this. An amazing slip, but average player can take heart. Even the best tacticians may forget to examine the most forcing move, like glasses. Computer eyes only work when you remember to put them on. So he went to calculate this, but realized that there's this intermezzo move, which is a check, and he has no way to block it. If he blocks here, it's the same thing. He just assumed that he would take. Yeah, good puzzle. Interesting. Okay. All right, next one. In the most common double rook stock mates, the rooks deliver mate on g7 and h7, g2 or h2, while the animate pieces are on f8 or f1. Blocks the king's escape. You may notice now that the stock forcing moves, let's just pause this. Don't always present themselves on a silver platter. They are often the result of deep and accurate brute force calculation. The board sight and analytical skill needed to navigate such variations will take time to develop, but the principle is not complicated. Black could start with queen takes c5 here, but he correctly began by analyzing forcing moves first. Rook to g5 check. If he blocks with the rook, we can check with the queen. If he moves the king, we can put him in check again. I think this is the most forcing move. Okay. Oh, can we just take that? Because he can, so if we just take rook here, he can't move, he has to block. I think we're good. No? Oh, it wants the forcing move, check first. Okay. So it goes that way. Congratulations, you've completed your daily goal of 30 minutes. Great job. Keep it up. Okay, well, thank you. I've never had that come up before, even though I've done 30 minutes multiple times. I've never done it on the line, online. I always do it on the app, on my phone. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see everybody. I know I haven't welcomed everybody yet, but all right. So this is a common pattern and theme that you should get used to. This is tough. It's very difficult to see, but when you have rooks and queens all next to each other, there's a lot of tricky things that you need to learn. And here's one of them. So we put in a check, and then we put in another check. I had it a little bit wrong with my idea, because my idea was to take here and then pin the queen because it can't take, but I guess it can take this way or block this way, so not sure. So you put in a check, and then you do this. So if the queen takes, so if the rook does this, we can just do that, and you're going to lose the queen. Or checkmate, either way. Okay, so that's one way. So then we do this, and now the king has one place to move, and we box it in, and the king is stuck like this. Do you want to play a game of chess? No, today we're not doing a game of chess. I'm not playing anybody. If you are interested in playing me, I do have rewards on there. So if you want to check out my rewards, you can take a look at my channel points, and you can save up for it. And then I'll play you whenever you turn that in. All right, next lesson. For sake of this, we're going to read these while they're paused. In the preceding usual case, White's rook on f1 enabled the stock mate by blocking the king's escape. In some instances, an extra attacker may do the job just as well. Okay, black to play. Okay, so I think this is the same theme. I think if we put the knight out on G... Actually, wait. So the first the first thing that comes to me is knight to g1, and if his rook pins in the king, we're okay. But he can take with the king, so I don't like that. So I think the first move is going to be queen to h2 check, followed by rook to... That doesn't work either. Oh, maybe it does. Check. Check. He's got to... Oh, wait. He's got to move back. Then we can go check and then move here. Okay, I think that's the move. Yeah. Oh, I got one. I got it perfectly. Look at that. Idea being he's going to have to move. We're going to have checkmate coming. Awesome. That's a great puzzle. And we calculated the whole thing, which was how many moves? 4 moves. 4 moves deep to have a winning position. And there's a queen sack in there even. Awesome. I don't even know if he has any other tries. No defense, you can't stop it. No matter what he does after here, it's the same thing. Check, he moves, check. Actually, he can't. It's checkmate. Can't move there or there, he's stuck. Awesome. That's a sweet puzzle. All right, next one. 2 rooks on the 8th rank may deliver mate when the king lacks flight squares to escape their checks. So do we just take? Oh, you go in the back. I was thinking about coming to here and going that way, but he can block with the queen. This way he can't block with the queen. Oh, and of course this is Alekhine and Kale. I think we just take it, right? Oh, you want to go the other way to block, take the pawn. Okay, fine. And he can't stop mate. He can delay it. Well, actually, you can't even delay it because if he just comes here, check. You just take it, and then you're gonna win that game anyways. That's a good puzzle. I was close on that one, not completely accurate though. Okay, next one. Here's a related case where the black queen again impedes on her own king's escape to g5. So I think we just do this. Yeah, that one nailed that one pretty quick. So for those that don't understand, the only escape square, this is tough to see because the king's going to come here. So you assume that the queen's going to take the queen. When you offer up a free queen, oh, I'm going to take it. It's a free queen. Why not? So you play your first move. You know that the queen's going to be here. This one. That's the next move. So you can visualize this. So then all you have to do once you figure out this piece is that what are the next moves? And it's not too difficult to jump to the next 2. So you only have 1 escape square. But then seeing this one is the final one, which if you can see the first 2, you can make out the rest. Are not hard to figure out. Pretty nice lesson. All right, next one. Even a king in the middle occasionally falls prey to the dreaded double rook mate. Okay, so this has a similar theme. the king has no escape squares. It's stuck. So right now all you have to do is put it in check. But our first check is here. And he's can't take with the king. He's going to take with the rook. And then you can put him in check. Then the rook has to come back and has to move. And then this rook can come in. All right. And check. And when he comes back, you're going to take with checkmate. So, yeah, this is a pretty good one. Does that make sense? We're going to remove the defender of the king. Right now, all we have to do is put the king in check. But this is going to be an open file after you take this pawn. Bam. Takes. And your natural idea and thought is to take this rook back. No, 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 no. You want to flick in the check first. Because then he has no squares. He's got this square and this square. So, if you put in the check first, he can't come back. When he comes back, it's checkmate with this next rook. All right, next one. Master calculation at the board site are often most needed when the stock pattern is embedded deep in a long chain of forcing moves. So, first forcing move. You'd want to think is queen to h7. But I don't think that's the move. I think the first move that we need to consider is bishop takes f7 check. Because it opens the rook that's on the f file. So takes. Then we come here with check. Has to move. I think that's the right way to go. Okay. Do we take it? Or do we... Actually, I think we put in a check first. Then we can come here. I think we just do this. That is a long pattern to see. And I didn't see the whole thing. I only saw parts of it. We did get it 100% correct, which is nice. So sometimes if you just can see the first part, you can kind of figure the rest out as you go. I knew that this square would come into play because the king has to move here at least once. So your first initial thought is to come here, but then they move here and you can't do anything really because there's no more checks. You can check here, but then he can just take it. It doesn't work. Actually, you could just move then. It doesn't even matter. You do lose an exchange, but it's better to win and get a checkmate than it is to lose an exchange or win an exchange. So that's how I came up with this move first. One, because it opens up this file. And yeah, you're sacrificing that guy, but once you can get the rook pinned, this rook is pinned, it can't move. It has to come down. Now we can put in another check. King has to move. And now we can give up our queen and then go from there and get our normal back rank. So this course seems to be structured with a couple themes, which is really good because then it starts with the easiest theme that you see or the easiest way to see that theme. And then what it does is it seems to make it much more complicated and then grow that theme to the most complex part of the theme you can see. So I like this. This is really good. Okay, let's pause this. There's a lot to read. This is Nakamura and Vachir Lagrave. B-stock forcing moves by the knight. Now that we've had some fun with rooks, helping your computer eyes recognize their tricks, we turn our attention to that mischievous and unique piece, the mighty Springer. An extremely common and important motif is the stock sacrifice forcing a winning knight fork. This is by Nakamura, Bashir Lagrave, London 2018. Any hope black has left after. White to play. Okay, let's see. So, there's a key square here, this one. So if we can get the rook or the knight, the king out here, there's a knight fork here. But how do we get that to be a reality is the problem. Without his bishop taking our knight. That is the question, is it not? So, actually, I believe we can just do it right away because there is this. So he moves. Are there any other checks? I don't see any. I think we could just take the rook. Is there any harm in just taking the rook? I don't think there is. No, it wants the bishop in there first. Why? Because if he takes, then it's this way. Oh, wow, that's nice. That's crazy. Okay, that's awesome. That's a really good... So I had the idea right, just the wrong... that's still a winning move, but you have to deal with the queen being there. This is much better. So if he takes it, you just take the queen. That's that piece. Great. But what you're doing is you're putting the queen on a square. He can't move here. He can't move here. And he can't move here. Otherwise, he loses the queen. So he's got to take it. Great. And now you've put the queen on a key square. So if you can get the knight here or here, that's forking. Now, not here because it's protected. But you can only go to 1. And that's game over. White has won. That is a crazy, crazy tactic by Nakamura. That's awesome. That's really, really good. Okay. I think we can just do this. No? Oh, it wants it that way. Okay. Same issue. Check. If he takes, we win the queen. If he comes here, we win the queen. And if he does anything else, we take the queen anyways. So the fork theme figures here on both typical squares, f6 and e7. So we have this one here and this one here. Now we have to decide which one's better and why. I don't see why either one of them would be better because I don't see the follow-up. So there must be a move that happens before that. Actually, I think... No, that doesn't work either. Actually, I think we do it this way. Yeah. Queen to c3. I thought I saw that, but it doesn't do much. It's kind of, yeah, I get the idea though, right? I mean, that kind of makes sense. But the idea is that's a similar idea, but they want you to fork something, and that this square was not forking anything. It was putting up that, that really nice tactic of getting the king in a discovery type of deal, which works. But I found this move just because of then that fork works. And if he doesn't take it, then we put it on a square that actually is forking. So now we've won that bad boy. And if we see the rest of it, we're now up in exchange and a pawn. So that should be more than enough to win. That's pretty awesome. What move are we on? We're on move 40. All right. Let's do a few more. And then I think what we'll do maybe is once we do a few more, I'm going to go on to maybe do some other things like annotation. Okay, here's another common form of the fork trick. Black dozed off, assuming that white must recapture the bishop, but instead came up with something else. There's two knight forks I see, which are on f6, right? So Dilly Bob, I love this puzzle, he says. Okay, I think we start with a check. Either one, actually, no, we have to start with the e4 knight. Reason being is we start with a check and he takes. We can get the check in, he has to take, and then we get this guy, which is a fork. Boom, shakalaka. There we go. Bam. Yeah, this is a good puzzle. I like it. Thanks for coming out and hanging out. So let's go back. So you guys understand that one? So we want to get the queen on the forking square. This is the forking square. Oh, we got a new follow. Thank you. Bam. Now your idea is to want to come here right away, but the queen can come take. So that doesn't work. You have to say, F you, buddy, and get that guy right there. Put it on a forking square and then fork him, baby. There we go. That's nice. So you're going to take that guy off after he moves. He's going to take, and then you're going to get the bishop, and you're just going to be up tons of material. Big one. Something happened. Oh, sorry. There we go. Thank you for letting me know. So the problem with Chessable is I can move the screen, and it doesn't fix, unfortunately. So that moves, and every time I accidentally move it, it does go off the screen. So thank you for letting me know. I appreciate anybody that pointed that out because I'm not watching the stream usually. Thank you so much. Okay. Computer eyes should stay very attentive to this beautiful stock fork trick on F7, which occurs often in practice. Do we have to set it up first, or do we just go for it straight away? I want to play rook a to f1, but I feel like that kind of dissolves our advantage, doesn't it? What am I missing here? Oh, here it is. Check. Check. Oh. That I did not expect. Do we just take? We just do it this way? No, it wants that way. Oh, and then you can do it the other way. I got it. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, force it. And now he has to take no matter what. Because then that happens. And you're up a pawn, I guess. Actually, 2 pawns. Not too bad. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Petrosian. Former world champion Petrosian was known for his careful positional style, but it's a rather poorly kept secret that when tactical situations arose, his computer eyes were second to none. Don't see this one. Is there a check there? Oh yeah. I think it's this way. Queen to A8. Yeah. Oh. Oh, because he doesn't have to take it. He can come here. Okay. Now you force it. And if he moves, you just take it. So there's that, and it's equal. Okay. If he comes here, then you just win that way. You win the rook clean. If you come here, if he takes, which he does, then you do this. And you get the same fork. So he comes here, fork, bam, bam, and you're up a knight. Should win the rest of this. That's awesome. All right, why don't we do, what time is it? How long have we been? All right, let's do one more. Rising U.S. star Sam Shanklin used this knight fork motif creatively to convert a superior ending. Shanklin Robson, St. Louis Championship USA, 2017. His queen activity is black's only prayer to stop the powerful A pawns, hence the decisive tactical combination. Okay, this is fun. Actually, do we do it? No, how does that work? Thank you. There's a check there and there's a check there. All right, so check takes. Check, double check. Actually, no, it's only that check. I feel like that's the right way. Let's try it. Nope. Oh. Oh, because you're threatening check here. Okay. Okay, that's fine. You have to prepare this one. This one's a little bit different. So you're threatening check here, and he's got to move. That's no good. He's got to move the knight, but we force it anyways. Oh, it shows the rest of the game for the win too. Yeah, there's no stopping. I mean, this stuff is just too drastic. The king's too far out. Wow, that's a nice game by Shanklin. Awesome. Okay. That gave us quite a few. That gave us another 20 some to move. So we've learned 80 variations, 22 variations, 80 new moves. All right. So let's take a small break here and let me get the other thing set up. So I don't have a break. I'm going to need to get one of those. So